The Love Subscription, also known as A Charming Valentine, is a really good film. I don't actually like the concept of the Love Subscription, and I'll talk more about that in a moment, but as a film, it's a good experience. This was released in 2022. It's directed by John Bradshaw, and it's written by Mark Manjardi and Jack Geiran. I apologise if I've mispronounced any of those names, with a cast including Carolina Bartczak and Chad Connell. And this is about a character called Lillian, and she works with a company she wants to work with a company that sends people the ideal gift for special occasions. You put your loved one's interests and likes and special memories that you have with them into this database, and then of course you give them dates of your anniversaries, and of course it knows things like Valentine's Day, and then because you have this subscription service, around about those dates, it will send you what it considers to be the ideal gift for your loved one. And as a concept, as I said, I absolutely hate it, because it's one thing to have recommendations. It's another to let a subscription service pick out the gift for your loved one. And there's a scene very early on in the film where a friend of Lillian's has actually used this service. And his partner says, "This is a wonderful gift. Where did you get the idea?" And I'm paraphrasing. And he tells her about this service, and this is how we first learn about it. And I was honestly waiting for her to lose her mind and say, "How could you use a computer to pick a gift for me?" And she was all cool. She was cool and calm and collected about it. And I was just so baffled. So I'd love to know if anybody else really balks at the idea of this, or if it's just me. Again, suggestions are great, but actually having a subscription service, picking your gift for a loved one, is ridiculous. But I was able to get over that and enjoy the rest of the film. And the film is about Lillian getting to know this company more and working with people involved so that she can report back to her boss with this deep dive to decide whether the company for which she works should actually invest in the Love Subscription. And I really like the concept. A film about subscription boxes I really like, because subscription boxes are so fun. As a minimalist, I don't subscribe to any, but I do like to get them occasionally as a one-off, because I still have desires and needs and I get addicted to things like that. So I love the idea of subscription boxes. And for a film, for a narrative, I think it works very, very well. We meet some interesting characters. She works primarily with Grant, and it's an interesting enough topic. I don't buy into the concept of the subscription box for this one, but I do like the idea for the film. The narrative is great. The pacing is brilliant. Very, very well written. Likeable characters. Well, mostly. There was one point, relatively early on in the film, when Lillian tripped over some wires that were on the floor, some like computer cables or something, and she just completely lost her mind. And from that point on, I didn't like her as much, because that's just such a bizarre, over-the-top reaction. But other than that, she was likeable enough, and the performances are really great. The film is so stunning to look at. Gorgeous locations, lovely wintry scenes, lovely costumes, a beautiful colour palette, great camera work and lighting all around. The Love Subscription, or A Charming Valentine, is a really enjoyable film, and if it sounds like a film for you, then needless to say, I'm happy to recommend it.